Unveiling Digital Shadows, Social Media, Fear, and the Art of Misunderstanding. Welcome to another episode of Information for Life, Insights and Ideas to Navigate Your World. Today, we're diving deep into a topic as murky as it is intriguing. We've all witnessed it, perhaps even been the subject of it, the incessant scrolling through someone's social media comments, the dissecting of words, the assumptions, the judgments. But what does this digital stalking reveal about us? And why do some people react so fearfully when faced with opinions and perspectives they don't understand? We live in an age of vast interconnectedness, a paradoxical world where we are both closer and more estranged than ever. In the seething underbelly of this digital realm, every keystroke becomes a thread woven into the tapestry of our online persona, Hogan 2010. Each comment, each like, each shared post forms a pathway into the labyrinth of our virtual existence. This digital lurking, the voyeuristic tracking of someone else's online activity, can signal a curious mix of fascination, insecurity, and perhaps even envy. It reveals a yearning for connection, albeit warped, a desire to understand the other from a safe, detached distance. Marwick 2012. It is akin to gazing through a cracked window into a lighted room, forming narratives based on fragmented scenes while remaining hidden in the shadows. Yet, the intent behind this stalking varies, as does its impact. When this silent observing escalates to using a person's online history as ammunition in an argument, we enter a different territory. Often, those who resort to such tactics are struggling with their own insecurities. They fear the unfamiliar, the nuanced, and react with hostility instead of open dialogue. As Bauman suggested, this is part of our, quote, liquid modernity, end quote, a fear of being swamped by the unfamiliar, an unwillingness to negotiate personal boundaries in the global village. Why do some retreat behind ignorance, reacting aggressively when they encounter views different from their own? This reaction is rooted in a paradox, the desire for homogeneity in a world that is increasingly characterized by its heterogeneity. Sunstein, 2017. It's easier to hurl stones from behind the fortress of one's beliefs rather than venture out and risk exposure to counter-arguments. The tendency to overlook or even scorn nuance can be seen as a defense mechanism against the complexity of modern life. It's a retreat into simplicity, a yearning for clear, unambiguous narratives in a world that offers anything but. In this quest for simplicity, we risk losing sight of the richness of diversity, the rewards of dialogue and understanding. Haidt, 2012. Yet, as challenging as these encounters can be, they also hold a mirror up to ourselves. We learn about our own limits of tolerance, our capacity for empathy, and the strength of our convictions. As paradoxical as it might sound, these uncomfortable interactions can be a catalyst for personal growth, pushing us to explore unfamiliar territories of thought and feeling. As we wind down our exploration, remember, social media can be a treasure trove of self-discovery, a mirror reflecting both our virtues and vices. The next time you find yourself at the receiving end of a misplaced comment or veiled insult, take a step back, breathe, and try to peer behind the wall of text. There might just be another human being there, wrestling with their fears, their ignorance, trying like you to navigate this bewildering world. Thank you for joining us on Information for Life, Insights and Ideas to Navigate Your World. We hope this episode has given you some food for thought, some nuggets of wisdom to chew on as you make your way through the digital landscape.